Okay, we are looking at lesson 19, this final homework of the course, and this has to do with volume. Okay, so we're looking at volume of each prism. Remember, here's our formula. So we have length, width times height. So these will be very, very quick. So we have 20, 30 times the height, which was 100, and you put that in your calculator, and we end up with 60,000 centimeters squared. For C, base, height, or length, width, height. So we have 2.2 times 1.4 times 3.1. And the best part about this is these things can be in any order. Since you're multiplying it, it really doesn't matter how which one you put first or second or third. It's going to give you the exact same answer. Okay, so this one's 9.95 meters squared, not centimeters. Okay, for this one, now we have the exact same thing. So we're going to have our length, width times our height. Okay, but that is going to give us a little bit of an issue. And I'm just going to give you a second to think, why would that give us an issue? Well, if we use that formula, it's going to actually give us the exact same volume it would be for a cube. But we don't have a cube on our hands. We have what we call a square-based pyramid. So the formula actually needs to be slightly changed just a little bit here. So what we're going to have is, for volume and not area, our volume is going to be our length squared times our height over 3. So we'll use that formula instead. So for that, we're going to have our 42 squared times our height, which is 28 divided by 3. And it's a good thing that you're going to be allowed to take a look at your formulas, because there's a whole bunch of them that we have in this lesson. So 16,464 feet cubed. And uh-oh, did I put squared? That's how used I am to area. And look at this, I put area all over the place. Let's get rid of that and fix that up. We are dealing with volume here, so those should all be cubed. All right, for the next one, we have our volume equals whatever our length is squared times our height cubed, or divided by 3. So we end up with 30 squared times 12, and we get 10,800 yards cubed. For E, our volume is going to be 66 squared times our height, which is 56, divided by 3. So we end up with 66 squared times 56 over 3, and that gives us a volume of 81,312. Okay, for 3A, so now we have the volume of our cylinders. So volume here, pi r squared times h. So let's go ahead and do that. We always want to make sure we convert those, so we'll convert this to meters, so 0.182. So now we have consistent units. So we have pi times r, which is 0.182, squared times our h, which is 2.3. Pi times 0.182 squared times 2.3. This gives me an answer of 0.239 meters cubed. For C, we have volume equals pi r squared times our h. Remember yards, this multiplied by 3, you get 6 feet. So volume is pi r squared, so that's 6 squared, times our h, which is 47. So we're going to end up with 47 times 10x, and we get 5,315 feet cubed. And then for 5, very good question here. So we want to figure out how much volume do we need to make this hollow cylinder. So what we have to do is figure out the volume of the big one, and then we got to figure out the volume of the little one, and then we just need to subtract them, and that'll give us the remainder. So let's go ahead and do that. So the big, So our volume equals pi r squared times h. So volume is pi, and our radius of the big one is 5 squared times h, which is 12. So we got 5 times 12 times pi, and that's about 942. And then the little, so we have pi r squared times h, but now our radius has changed. It has become, oh, sorry, not 3 squared, 2 squared times h, and our h there is, again, oh boy, what's going on over here? 12. Perfect. That's better. So 48 pi, and this was 150. So what is our difference? Well, we take the 942 minus the 150. 942 minus 150, and that's 792. Okay, perfect. And that is inches cubed. All right, for our cones, we have a formula here for cones. Our formula is pi r squared times height divided by 3. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have volume equals pi and then r squared, so 13 squared times our height, which is 31, divided by 3. So we'll open up our calculator, 13 squared times 31 over 3 times pi, and we get 5,486 centimeters cubed. Okay, next one we get pi times r squared, so 2 squared times our height, which is 2 over 3. So we'll have 4 times 23 times pi, and we get a volume of 8.37 feet cubed for this one. Same thing, pi times r squared, so that's 28 squared times 35 over 3. So 28 squared times pi times 35 over 3, and we get a volume of 28,735.1. Okay, and the last thing we have is to find the volume of each type of ball. So we're really looking at volume of a sphere here, and it's a nice easy formula, 4 over 3 pi r cubed. So these should be easy. The only problem is none of these are the radius, these are all the diameters. So what we have to do is this is the ball, we have 42, we only want half of that, so this is actually going to be 21. So we need to divide both of those by 2 in order to make our calculations accurate here. So this one's going to be 63. Okay, so we'll use our formula, volume equals 4 over 3 pi, and then r, which is 21 cubed. So we're going to need to use our calculator for sure here, 4 over 3 times pi times 21 power of 3. And that's a big number, 38,792.4 millimeters cubed. Okay, so volume equals 4 over 3 pi and then r cubed, so 126 cubed, and we end up with 4 over 3 pi times 126 to the power of 3, and volume equals 8,300, oh, 8,379,155.4 millimeters cubed. And that brings us to the end. Make sure you are studying and completing those assessments every single day.